What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Dimitri here. Today I'm going to show you my audio cassette collection for 2026 edition. As you can see, I have a lot since last year, because last year I was unable to do it like last year because when I had to get more cassettes like that. So yeah. So let's get started. Without further ado or delays, let's get started. First one is Thomas's Songs and Roundhouse Rhythms 2001 cassette. By Fun Fact, I also have this on CD. I'm gonna show you like both sides so I could be able to show you. And next is Thomas's Train Your Tracks. I also have this on CD. Fun fact, some of the Thomas cassettes are getting rare. It sounds like giving away some of the cassettes Thomas tapes that I got. Came with the blister pack when I got this cassette. And here's the samplers of A Big Day for Thomas songs. Fun fact, it only has 4 songs on the first side and on the second side. Here's the other one. Best of Gordon songs. It came like from the VHS, like some of them. They're kind of getting rare like nowadays. I'm only missing Thomas Gets Bumped songs. That's the last one I need to complete the Thomas cassettes. Here's Percy's Chocolate Crunch songs. Fun fact, Little Engines also have on the DVD version and also on the cassette version of this one. So, yeah. Sorry. There you go. And here's the last one. Salty Secret songs. Fun fact, James the Blended Red Engine is also on a DVD version. And it's also on the cassette version of this one. And here are the 3 Barney sing-alongs. Halloween Party. Because the sides are the same, but I'm not gonna bother like showing it. And here's the other one, In Outer Space. Fun fact, believe it or not, this one has never got a DVD release, only on the VHS release. And here's Night Before Christmas. And next is Barney Rocks. I got this as one of my friends who is a seller. He's giving like away some of like rare Barney cassettes that I got. Most of them they're kind of like in purple cassettes, as you can see. Because most of the Barney cassettes are purple, except one reprint, which is the Cox Records, which I'll show you in a minute. Barney is a great day for learning. This and Barney Rocks, I also have the CD version of this. Some of them are kind of like rare. So, yeah. And it's I Love to Sing with Barney, the original 1998 cassette, or either 1999. But I'm trying to look for, I really wanted to get the Koch Records reprint of this cassette, the same color like in the purple cassette. I tried to look for it on cassette later, but they're kind of hard to find. And this is a lullaby cassette, Love and Lullabies. And this is the one that in the entire album come on the white cassette. Because some of them like kind of come like in the purple cassette. And Run, Jump, Skip, and Sing. This is the original print with the Lyric Studios on it, but this the original one is in the purple cassette, as you can see. Very lucky to have this. I need to fix the strip because it's almost about to fall off for some reason. I don't know why. Here are two copies. Barney's Big Surprise, the original 1996 cassette. At the end of the first side, it makes a lot of squeaking noises on it. Probably because I don't like the squeaking noise on my cassette. Here's the 1998 copy. It's because the second side is a little bit damaged when I play this at the second side. But yeah. And it's Happy Holidays, Love Barney. This, Barney's Big Surprise, Run, Jump, Skip, and Sing. I love to sing with Barney, and Love and Lullabies. I also have this on CD. It's another purple cassette. And here's the other copy of Run, Jump, Skip, and Sing. This is the Koch Records reprint. But this one, unfortunately, it's in the clear cassette with the original black cassette. This is not a purple cassette. The original reprint, the original print has the purple cassette inside. But yeah, the only cassettes I'm missing are Start Singing with Barney and the Barney Boogie and the Land of Make Believe. That's the few cassettes I need to get. Here's Let's Wiggle. This one, I also have this on CD. I'm still looking for the Koch Records reprint of this cassette. The Koch Records reprint is kind of rare when I got this like on eBay. If anybody sees the... Oh, because shout out to Lance who sent me the attachment of the cassettes. Thank you, Lance, for sending me the cassette tapes that I have. I have to look for a few like Hoop-de-Doo's A Wiggly Party, You'll Be Wiggling, the original Tales of One red cover, and Magical Fetch Your Wiggly movie. Here's Yummy Yummy, the original 1999 cassette. I also have this on CD. Oh, if you saw my vinyl record, if you saw my vinyl collection, I also have this on vinyl. Yeah, if you saw my vinyl collection. And here's Dance Party. I'm still looking for the Koch Records reprint that Lance has. And both of the sides are kind of damaged. When I play both sides, it's damaged. So yeah. And here's Wake Up Jeff, the original Lyric Studios cassette. I also have it on CD. But this one is kind of rare. Lance has more cassettes than me. But yeah. And here's Wiggly Wiggly Christmas. This is the Christmas cassette. Because my print is way too small, but I will replace it with the actual cover. But yeah. Again, I also have this on CD as well. Because I have a few Christmas cassettes. The only cassettes I'm missing are Wiggle Bay, Go to Sleep Jeff, and Woohoo Wiggly Gremlins, Top of the Tots. Cold Spaghetti Western, but Wiggly Fan 2001 has that cassette. Santa's Rockin', Life on Potatoes, Sailing Around the World, and Here Comes the Big Red Car. And this is Toot Toot. I'm still looking for the reprint on cassette. Here's the cassette tape. Yeah, I also have this on CD. And here's You'll Be Wiggling, the 2002 repackaged blue cover art. This one, I also have this on CD. Most of the Wiggles cassettes are in the black cassette. Wiggle Bay has the purple cassette, just like Barney cassettes. But yeah. And here's Wiggly Wiggly World. This is my other copy of that, because remember when I did this, I bought this one off eBay and I found out the cassette was snapped. And look right here, as you can see, I got it working again. Spliced it cassette, as you can see. Hold on, let me fix this. There. Okay, next is Weekly Safari, the Steve Irwin cassette. This one is rare. I also have this on CD as well. It's probably rare because when the seller's like giving away like brand new seal cassette that I just got. So yeah. Because when Steve Irwin died from a stingray attack on the chest, he did not survive in the hospital. I make a tribute to him for my last video that I did. So yeah. And here's my other copy of Yummy Yummy. This is the 2003 reprint by Koch Records. This one I also have the reprint on cassette. And this is a Wiggly music sampler. This is the last Wiggles cassette that had to be released by US. The other side is the same, so I'm not going to bother showing it. There. This is Won't You Be My Neighbor by Mr. Rogers. If you saw my vinyl record collection, I also have this on vinyl. And look, green cassette. Green is my favorite color. Yeah. And let me show you. Here's the cassette version of Let's Be Together Today. This is the version 1 on cassette. Features all recordings from original 1968. Because during the beginning of the first side, it has a lot of squeaks on this one. And look, red cassette. Because I heard a lot of squeaking on it. Because when I found out the alphabet song got snapped for some reason, but I got it working. So yeah. And here's my other copy of his US Special. So yeah. I also have this one on vinyl. Fun fact, this is probably the rare Mr. Rogers cassette that I just got from eBay back in 2023. So yeah. This is Mr. Rogers, A Place of Our Own. And also, I also have this one on vinyl. This is Mr. Rogers' Bedtime. This is the Family Communications version. And the same thing when it did to the blue cassette. Just like You Are Special, the 1981 cassette. Yeah, I also have this on CD. This is You're Growing by Mr. Rogers. This is also the original Family Communications. Big fun fact, Coming and Going has never released by cassette by Family Communications, believe it or not. This is light green vinyl. I mean cassette, sorry. Hold on. This is the remake of You Are Special, the 1992 version. Also from Family Communications. And look, yellow cassette. And here's my other copy of Bedtime. This time it's the Young Heart Music logo on it. Same thing because it did that like a dark blue cassette. He's like giving away some of the cassettes that he doesn't need. Here is my other copy of You Are Special, the remake version. It's the Young Heart Music reprint this time. And here's the light yellow cassette. Yep, a few of them are like in the black text of the color cassette. But, so yeah. Here is my other copy of You're Growing. It is the Young Heart Music reprint this time. Similar, yeah, Bedtime and You Are Special. And this one, I also have this on CD. And look at this. This white cassette has green text on it. I've seen there are other copies of the cassette with the black tape, which is even more rare. But I'm the only one to have like in the green text on it. So yeah. This is Mr. Rogers Coming and Going. This one is only released on Young Heart Music on cassette. And look, it's in the orange cassette. Family Communications did not release it on cassette, the original, believe it or not. This is Jack Johnson and Friends Sing Along and Lullabies for the film Curious George. If you saw my vinyl record collection, I also have this on vinyl. And also, I also have this on CD. But because this is probably rare because it came all the way from Indonesia, not in the US. So yeah. This is We Love You, Clifford. This is the one by Norman Bridwell. He died back in 2014. But I have a few Clifford books like from Norman Bridwell, so yeah. This is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I also have this one on vinyl. This one, the cassette version is from China. But not in the US, only China along with the next cassette, which I'll show you in a minute. This is Across the Spider-Verse cassette. The same thing when I also have this one on vinyl, but look at this. Link Up and Am I Dreaming song are swapped like that from the first side and on the second side. The vinyl version has the corrected ones, like when it's not swamp. But the cassette version is very swamp for some reason. When I play this, it plays low pitch for some reason. I had to look for, but the vinyl version is normal pitch, but the cassette is kind of low pitch for some reason. I don't know why. So yeah. This is the Queen's Silver Jubilee. This one, I also have this on vinyl. It has 2 cassettes inside. Features like Coldstream Guards and Wish Guards. It has like 2 boxes like inside. But yeah. This is 25 Years a Queen by Elizabeth. And you see this, and the cassette version has longer strip on the beginning side, and on the second side has longer strip on it. This is The Woman and the Queen by Elizabeth II. This one, I also have this on, and this one, it's approximately runoff for this. I also have this one on vinyl. Fun fact, this is the rarest cassette I just got from all the way from England. Hit the 20-minute mark already. This is the royal tribute by Prince Charles and Princess Diana. It also features the royal wedding. Here, I'll show you this. See, it's the royal wedding one. Let's start with this one. And look, it has longer strip on this one. And it's the royal tribute. This one, I also have this one on vinyl. Fun fact, this is probably the rarest one of all. This is the Royal Romance by Charles and Diana. Features like music from British, like Elizabeth II music, but believe it or not, Princess Diana died back in 1997 because of the car crash, and Elizabeth II died back on September 8th, 2022. But she is succeeded by son by King Charles III. But yeah, and here's the Royal Family album. It only comes in a clamshell. And here what it looks like. Gotta be careful because that's cassettes like inside. Probably because that I also have those on vinyl. Oh yeah, I forgot to fix the strip on this one. Hold on, give me 1 sec. There you go. It features like King George V and Edward VIII, George VI, and Elizabeth the Queen Mother. The Queen Mother died back in 2002 on March 30th. George VI died back on February 6th, 1952. Edward VIII died back in May 28, 1972. And King George V died January 20th, 1936. But I got those to make a tribute to them. But yeah. And here's the music from the coronation of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II from 1994. And this one, it's probably the one that doesn't have a vinyl release. It only has like a CD release for this one. So yeah. And here's some of the story cassettes that is. It's Read Me My Story time cassette by Mrs. Bush. Curious George Rides a Bike. I hope to get Arthur Meets the President later. And I might get like Clifford stories like that. The other side is the same, so I'm not going to bother showing it to you. So, yeah. And here's the Storytime with Barney cassettes. Fabulous Fun Time Tales. It has Storytime with Barney theme song on both sides. And here's the other one. Sleepy Time Slumber Stories. They're both from 1996. The first side is a little bit damaged though, right here. During the Just One More Thing story. Hold on, let me fix this. There you go. And this is H.A. Ray Curious George performed by Julie Harris. I also have this one on vinyl. Another white cassette. It's just like Barney Sing Along, Halloween Party, in Outer Space, Night Before Christmas, and Love and Lullabies, and Mr. Rogers, A Place of Our Own, and the Royal Family album, and most Curious George cassettes come in white cassettes. This is the Curious George Rides a Bike, a Clover Patch collection. It features like a few sided cassette like this one. It's not the turn of page signals on it. This is Curious George Takes a Job by Scholastic. I'm only going to show like one side, that's the turn of page. I'm not going to show like the both. If you saw my last video that I did, I listened to turn of page signals on the cassette version. This is Rides a Bike, my other copy. If you want to go see the turn of page signals on the audio cassette, go check out my YouTube channel. It's up and back in 2023. And one of them I posted back in July 4th, 2024. Go check out my Curious George Makes Pancakes. This is Curious George Gets a Medal. This is Curious George Makes Pancakes. This one is very rare. I'm very lucky to have this. And the last but not least, Curious George Visits the Library. So that is it for my cassette collection. Make sure if you like this video and subscribe my video down below.